Because when you think about Kanan, for example, if you're a Power fan, or if you're a Ghost fan, rather, let me say that. If you're a Ghost fan, then you probably hate Kanan. Like, Kanan is probably not your favorite character at all. And with that being said, I know for me, I know sometimes I look at somebody's little badass kids and I'm like, who is their mama? You know what I'm saying? Where they mama at? Like, who is raising this kid? You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like that's kind of what she's done for us. You know, we despise this character, and now she's giving us a glimpse into who this character was, how he was raised, how he became who he became. And I think it was a genius idea. I believe it was a genius idea. I think it was super dope that we get to go back and see Kanan's story. I still don't like his little ass. I ain't gonna lie. Still don't like him. But I do love the story, and his mama is super dope. I ain't gonna lie. His mama is the real MVP. Say it like that. But so yeah, and then as we move forward into Power Book of Ghosts 2, and this is for all of the fans out there who are, you know, sad that we lost Ghost and want him to still be alive. Because I ain't gonna lie, I honestly, you know, I was like, man, I don't want Ghost to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want him to just reappear at some point. Yes, that is true. I think we all do. If you're a Ghost fan, I know everybody ain't a Ghost fan, but if you're a Ghost fan, but I think with Power Book of Ghosts 2, what we get is we get to kind of see how Ghost was created. We get to see Tariq, who says he's not like his father, but in most things that he does, he literally is like a recreation of Ghost. So you kind of get to see how a ghost was created by looking at his son Tariq. So I think that was a super dope idea. I think it was smart. I think that it just made sense. So I am definitely invested in Power Book of Ghosts 2, and I cannot wait to see kind of how everything unfolds with this story. And then when we talk about Power Book 4, Force, then, you know, with Tommy, I think a lot of us were kind of concerned, is Tommy even going to be able to hold a show by himself? Like, is Tommy going to be able to do anything without Ghost? Can Tommy be a real boss? You know, Tommy's such a hothead, and like, he just makes all these rash decisions, and, you know, Ghost moves a little bit differently. He's always playing chess, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like Tommy is never playing chess. So I think it's interesting to see this development of Tommy and how he's going to move forward without Ghost. And is he really going to be able to be the man? Is he going to be able to be the boss? So I'm loving Force. Force is full of action. Like, it's full of nothing but action. And I think I love that part of it, because it really encompasses Tommy's character, because that's what he is. He's full of action. He always reacting all the time. So I'm really enjoying Force, and I think that this is gonna be a great spinoff as well. And then your girl is definitely here for a influence. Like, when I first heard the thought of there being a possible another spinoff called Influence, and it was gonna involve Rashad Tate, I immediately thought of Wire. Like, it gave me such Wire feels, because if you remember The Wire, which was an HBO original, and let me just stop here. If you have never seen The Wire, you need to go get you a HBO app or something, or however you look at TV, whatever you're doing, you need to go and look at The Wire. The Wire was such a groundbreaking and great show. I just don't ever feel like it ever got, you know, the real credit it deserved. And I think most of us didn't find it until after it was already off the air, myself included. I never saw The Wire until after it was already off the air, and I went back and looked at it when I had HBO, and I just looked at it. I just binged watched it, but it was such a great show. But the Influence the idea of the show Influence, or the spinoff of Influence, reminded me of that, because in The Wire they told these stories from all of these different angles, from the political side, from the kids' point of view, from the hustlers' point of view. Like, you got these stories from these different angles, so it kind of gave me those type of vibes. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to play out, especially being that in the original Power, I couldn't stand Rashad Tate, and then in Power Book of Ghosts 2, they kind of reintroduce us to him, and he's kind of on the come up. He's coming back up, and to be honest, I kind of got like mixed feelings for him right now. I don't really know if I like him or not. So, we shall see, but I know that I would definitely give this show a try, and I'm definitely here for it. So that's kind of my take on the Power universe itself. And then I also did just want to point out one other thing when it comes to the storytelling of this show, and when it comes to just the genius of the people that are writing this show and putting this show together, Courtney Kemp and all the people that are doing the writing and involved in the show. But the fact that they were able to take diehard fans who love Ghost and make them now love Tariq is amazing. Because I kid you not, when I talk to people about Power, people hated the character Tariq in Power. Like, couldn't stand his little ass. And now all of a sudden everybody's like rooting for Tariq, and you like love Tariq, myself included. So it's so crazy how they were able to take that and create this literal love, or hate love relationship. At the end of the day, you have to be able to tell a story, and the fact that they knew when to stop, because not all shows know when to stop. As much as I didn't want to see Power go away, they knew when to say when, because you can't always keep going, because sometimes shows just get horrible when they keep trying to go when their time is up. So that is my take on the Power universe. Please let me know what you think about the Power universe, if you're feeling it, if you're not feeling it. So y'all, that is it for us today. So if you really love Power though, and you want to go and